Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at the Canal du Midi in southwestern France. This is one of the technical marvels of the 17th century, the Canal du Midi, and it runs 240 kilometers across southwestern France. It connects the city of Toulouse with the Mediterranean coast, and it was constructed over about 15 years. Now, it's part of a larger canal network known as the Canal des Deux Mers, or the Canal of the Two Seas, and the idea was to connect France's Atlantic coast with its Mediterranean coast. That way goods, particularly wheat, could be shipped from one coast to the other without a month-long sea voyage around Spain, which may or may not have been hostile depending on the day of the week. Let's check it out. Over the canal's 240 kilometre length, there's lots and lots of structures, including over 50 locks, many aqueducts and bridges, several dams as well, and a couple of basins for holding water. Behind me, you can see one of them, which is the aqueduct of Orbiel, where the canal crosses the Orbiel River. As you can see, the canal is about 10 metres higher than the river, which I find fascinating. This is one of the many locks along the canal, and one of the great innovations of the engineer Pierre-Paul Riquet was that he designed the locks to be oval-shaped rather than the usual rectangles, and that's because they can withstand much greater water pressure, allowing for much larger changes in height for each lock. It's actually really fascinating, this as an infrastructure project, because it was a phenomenal effort in the 17th century. It took 15 years to build and was colossally expensive. But I guess it's comparable to something like a high-speed rail link today. And it just crisscrosses southern France in lots of various places. We've just been driving around looking at bits and pieces of it, and there's a lovely path running alongside it as well. It's what's known as the tow path, because of course the boats back in those days didn't have engines, they just had horses walking along the bank towing the boats. It's been a really interesting World Heritage site, this one, because it's amazing to see an infrastructure project from the 17th century that's been in continual use right through until the present day, even if most of the economic activity these days is just pleasure craft going back and forth. And even though we've only picked out a couple of spots here and there along the canal, I think it'd be a really enjoyable trip to sail from one end to the other, take a whole week and just enjoy the countryside. Very, very nice. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage site.